Welcome to Unveiling the Practice of Elegance, Mastering the Arts of Poise and Presence. I am your host, Pastor Jackie Omotosho. In this podcast, we will delve into the transformative power of elegance that can elevate every aspect of your life. Drawing from my many years of experience in ministry and my passion to see individuals fulfill their full potential, I have witnessed an incredible impact that refining your self-image and social interaction can have. Of a truth, I have seen time and again that gifts and talent are a strong foundation, but without the finesse of elegance, individuals may not reach their full potential. In these episodes, we will explore the keys of becoming more elegant, from mastering conventional etiquette to perfecting posture and presentation. It's about more than just your appearance. It is about your cultivating a positive disposition to life challenges. Join me as we uncover the wisdom behind the elegance from 2 volumes. From volume 1, we will focus and cultivate posture, your poise, your self-care, and much more, beginning your journey towards a more elegant you. Then from volume 2, we will delve deeper into the intricacies of exploring colors, fashion, and principles of designing, workplace etiquette, and much more. Whether you are a seasoned connoisseur of elegance or just beginning the journey of the transformative power, this podcast is for you. It is your guide to unlock potential that lies within you. Tune in to an enlightening journey of a more elegant, poised, confident you. Unveiling Practice of Elegance starts now. For those of you that have tuned in, it's a delight to have you on this podcast. Please go ahead, share on your preferred social media platforms. We are on various platforms. We will be found on Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, X, or Twitter. We are here to impact you. Welcome to Unveiling the Practice of Elegance, episode 5. And this episode, we will be dealing with dignity and respect for people. Welcome. Once again, this is your host, Pastor Jackie Omotosho. Today, we're going to be unveiling the essence of elegance in this podcast concerning dignity and respect for people. In this episode, we will delve into it. Elegant deportment includes your reputation. To obtain that, it holds a standard that watches your dignity and respect for people. To build a good reputation, your deportment as an elegant person has to include your dignity and respect for people. I'll just go back to the quote I gave on the last episode that talks about character. It says, character is like a tree and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. An elegant deportment includes one whose reputation, whose shadow has a good reputation. And to obtain a good reputation, we need to have dignity and to understand what that is, dignity and respect for people. Elegance is beyond reach without embracing the virtues. It is simply unattainable without dignity and respect directed both inwardly and outwardly. And it's so important that we understand that it includes our own dignity for ourselves and for others. And if we respect ourselves, because if we do have it for ourselves, it will be easy to give it to others. To echo the timeless wisdom of Socrates, the way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. And this just kind of goes along the scriptures that say, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. From Proverbs 23:7, the A part. I will continue to go back there because what you think is what you're going to be. And if you know that you want to be elegant and you want to obtain an elegant deportment, you need to pay attention to this podcast. We will be delving into the profound concept of human dignity. This intrinsic quality bestowed upon every individual is a moral and ethical right, signifies worthiness of esteem and respect, is an inviolable right that every human being obtains to obtain worthiness and esteem and respect. Dignity encompasses traits such as stateliness, nobility, and self-respect, shaping a person's virtue and grandeur. How will you become elegant if we lack dignity and have no self-respect? It is innate in humans to expect to be treated dignified. Every human being will love to be treated with dignity, to be accorded some respect. Additionally, I would like to emphasize that dignity extends beyond personal pride. It extends to the serious manner in which one carries themselves, reflecting a high or honorable rank. See, to carry yourself in the manner that reflects a high and you are being honorable, you will understand to apply dignity. In colloquial terms, dignity implies receiving the appropriate levels of respect, both from oneself and others. Upholding dignity becomes crucial in a society that may be losing its value. You're wondering what's going on when you observe how people even treat themselves, requiring individuals to safeguard their own dignity and that of others. A person that doesn't have dignity for themselves have no dignity for someone else. Moreover, I advocate that an elegant person will bestow respect towards every human being, recognizing the God-given personality inherent in each individual. Of course, to have elegant deportment, you will keep dignity. You will observe or to keep yourself in good esteem. Luigi Pirandello's quote underscores the challenge of facing others while concealing the unspeakable matters within the heart, emphasizing the message that true elegance doesn't seek external validation but stems from maintaining an inner integrity. So when the heart has integrity, when it's not corrupt, and this can happen without God's help. I am saying that an elegant person, first of all, will know that I need God to maintain that. Let's unpack the talking points because we need to understand dignity. So my quote here, it says, dignity is the value you give yourself, a self-respect, pride, self-esteem, and self-worth. It's part of what you do. This can be lost and we need to maintain or gain them back. If you don't hold yourself in high regard, others won't either. So it's really obnoxious, outrageous to expect to be respected when you're presenting yourself as cheap and nasty, reflecting a lack of self-respect and esteem. This is not only diminishes your worth and also extends to how others perceive you. How you carry yourself will show if you value yourself. Devaluing oneself is not only detrimental to personal integrity, but also impacts how others view and treat you. You have to know you want to be elegant, to carry yourself with esteem, with dignity. Expecting esteem from others becomes a challenge when you diminish your own value. So, in essence, true elegance cannot coexist with a self-perception of worthlessness. It can't, and it is reciprocal and dynamic. The value you place on yourself influences how others will esteem you. So, it's just not going to happen if you present yourself always exposing your nakedness, things that you should value, how you carry yourself, how you go after things. It is part of your dignity. Unraveling the attributes of dignity. Exploring the various facets of dignity includes stateliness, nobility, and self-respect. Are you noble in your dealings? Do you want to hold that? So this quote I have here, it says, dignity also shows a serious manner of style. So this style is really crucial in our time. It seems like the style has gone funny. It speaks of high honorable rank or position as a dignity, or you give yourself some worth and carry yourself with some dignity. Examining the colloquial usage of dignity is pretty crucial that we look at. So we're going to discuss how is dignity perceived in everyday setting, indicating proper respect for oneself and others. We witnessed men graciously opening and holding doors for their female partners. That is very gracious. That shows that the man has respect for himself. He holds dignity for his female partner. The story of a female who was suspicious. When a man gave her this treatment, my husband shared the story with me yesterday. She was suspicious because apparently no one has ever accorded her such value. That is such a shame in our time. We have to hold regard for ourselves and for others. Simply, we observe the younger generation showing respect for the elderly. That shows that you have understanding of dignity and esteem and self-worth. The treatment of other people's property and behavior. I do decorations, events, and then you set up these tables. They look so gorgeous. And then some people come, they dump their bag on the table. And then they then dump things. And the waiters will come and clear it. It looks like trash can. I used to say, no, my decors can't be treated that way. The choice of clothing, what you wear, displaying to others, your language, are you cursing? You may think you're cool, but you lack regard for yourself. And you see, you cannot demand that from others. And so an elegant person knows I need to hold godly standards. Smelling nasty, that's even the worst one now because people are into health, being healthy, and then they go into all these foods and their garlic and then they come and they're stinking. I was in somewhere, I think I had an appointment with my eye doctor, and I was like, I cannot stand this. This woman, her breath, everything has a disgusting smell of garlic. Thus, it becomes immediately evident that whether elegance is being practiced here, you're smelling great, is being elegant. In more colloquial setting, it is used to suggest that someone is receiving a proper degree of respect. So I accord you dignity. You are receiving a proper degree of respect. I want to say that in our society, there is a trend coming on where we are beginning to lose the importance of dignity, which we need to safeguard. And I want to say, if you are wanting to practice elegance, you will have to obtain and work in dignity. Our society is fast losing dignity. You need to protect your dignity and the dignity for all other people by presenting yourself in a dignified manner, in your dressing, in your speech, in how you treat people, in how you treat properties, etc. When you're at the party, you respect the things. The elegant is dignified. They truly hold elegance. The word dignity can be used in place of nobility and excellence. respect for people is very crucial to practice upholding dignity. It includes that we respect others and ourselves first. And of course, if we don't respect God, it's kind of impossible to do these things, actually. Every human person deserves to be respected and should respect other people in totality of being, your existence, your name. And we talked about the name at the last episode, that you protect your name. That's part of upholding elegance. Delving into Luigi's Parendella's quote, it emphasizes how vulnerable we are when we conceal inner struggles. That's why it's so easy to see from your eyes, from your behavior, from your dressing, from your posture. Your deportment reveals what's there. And if it's already grown corrupt, according to Parendella's quote, it says, each of us face to face with other men is clothed with some sort of dignity. But we know only too well all the unspeakable things that go on in hearts. Some people's hearts, it's corrupt. And in that kind of way, it's going to show when a lady who is supposed to be respecting other people decides that they lack regard for themselves. They show their bust, they talk and curse, they just carry themselves, flunging themselves, and men, it doesn't hold that. Or a man has no what for his wife or himself. Elegance is without corruption. You can't seek elegance and then present your wife exposing her bust. It doesn't go together because you're presenting her as worthless, lacking dignity and esteem. Elegance does not need to grovel or to speak in the crowd. What ought to be found at home. It should not grovel, it should not expose that. Sagging your pants and demanding dignity don't go together. So I hope we embrace the concept of dignity and the importance of respect and make the connection. Elegance maintains personal integrity, like we learned last episode. And that involves upholding dignity. Your regard is an inviolable right, but if you violate it, you cannot obtain it again. The concept is sophisticated elegance. It has grace. It has profound respect for other people and for yourself, which if you have respect for God, I said before, it will come to you with ease. This transcends mere aesthetics, encompassing art of conducting oneself with refined demeanor and treating others with unwavering courtesy. In this context, elegance is as harmonious. It's a blend of external poise, internal integrity, where individuals embrace their own dignity and extend the same respect to others. It is a commitment to uphold the intrinsic worth of every human being, fostering a culture where grace and consideration are paramount. Of course, that is part of being elegant. To be known to have an elegant deportment, we will see these things. I would like to read Revelations 3:18 from the scriptures, which it says, I advise you, buy gold purified in fire from me, so that you may be rich. Buy white clothes from me, wear them, so that you may keep your shameful naked body from showing. Buy ointment to put on your eyes, so that you may see. This we need to unpack. This is God talking to us. That's why it's His grace. He expects us to handle ourselves in an elegant way, I would say. I wasn't getting to what God taught and how He handles us. In this place, it's of profound counsel. It's advising us to buy gold purified in fire. Why? He says, and buy white clothes for yourself. Wear them so that you will keep your shameful naked body from showing. That's God. That means when you show your nakedness, your high thigh area, I will go into the discussion. I'm going to unpack that from the Greek culture and their idolatry in sports, why we tend to find women getting more and more naked. So in this episode, I just want to deal with dignity and respect. And God wants us to cover our nakedness. If we don't cover it, says it's shameful. And here people having presenting such a shameful manner of how they live, and yet expect us to accord them regard. They have made themselves worthless. In the pursuit of elegance, it suggests a journey of refinement, growth, and inner purity. That's by gold purified in fire. Why? You have to be purified. That means you're listening to the Holy Ghost and making changes. Your white clothes is a derivative of buying white clothes, emphasizes in symbolic wardrobe choice. Often white is associated with purity, and elegance becomes a metaphor for adorning oneself with virtue, righteousness, and a refined character that will show. That's why we want to learn once again how to be elegant. It's very crucial. Draping in dignity, so wearing these white clothes isn't merely a fashion statement. It is a call to cover one's nakedness. This speaks to maintaining a dignified presence, shielding oneself from shame, and presenting an outward expression of inner refinement. And you see, this is just so obvious that this is where our societies, because it's a visual world, it seems like throw it out there, makes it great. And I will soon get into some research and unpack what that does when you are exposing your nakedness. So the ointment is for clarity. The instructions to buy ointment for your eyes is a metaphor for gaining insight and clarity in the context of elegance. And so I will deal with a topic called the novice and the masquerade. I suggest seeing beyond the surface, perceiving the beauty within oneself and others, and cultivating a vision that transcends the superficial. It comes from the inside. I have respect for myself. Definitely, I will accord it easily to people. The journey of elegance. Honestly, we need to understand what God is saying here. This journey of refinement and purity and insight and expectation towards riches and meaningful existence, it yields to it when we follow Him. As we think in our hearts, so are we, and we think we're elegant, then we are going to have to show elegance in giving dignity and dignifying ourselves in the way we comport and expose ourselves to others. How we carry ourselves, very, very important. So it's so important that we invest in studies and understand and gain back our society to value elegance, to value the department of elegance. Incorporating the wisdom of this scripture into our narrative of elegance invites us to embark on a transformative journey, you see. That means you're going to change your wardrobe. My daughter, when she decided she wants to live right, it's on her podcast, she went and changed her wardrobe. She took out all the short dresses and all those things, and, delving into the realm of character and refinement will demand that we do things like that. I decide I need changes. You will change if you are there. And if you are, maintain it. Don't suddenly think that, it's time to be shameless and expect dignity from people, to be treated with respect. You cannot have that. Elegance, respect, and dignity is something we must practice. So what do? We're going to be thinking, everyone listening to me today, check yourself, check your family, check those around you. What are they doing? Does someone think they can come into your presence exposing themselves? You have not shown your standard. If you have the standard of elegance, they will know to respect that. When you throw parties, do you have a dress code? Why won't you have a dress code that will honor God at your wedding? Why won't you? If you want to honor God and you want to maintain an elegant dignity, why won't you? I will definitely do this micro sculpting edition that is filled with research results. And so we need to maintain an elegant lifestyle. So check yourself, check people around you. When you go to work, you have uniforms sometimes. So when you go to work and you don't wear a bra and you're sagging your pants, I don't know what you want to expect. But do not expect dignity from people because you've devalued yourself. So now I've provided us with insights, the meaning of human dignity, its significance in cultivating elegant lifestyle. Where do you stand? What will you do? Are you going to work towards maintaining good example? Will you lead by example? I think we should. What do you think? It's a practice. We have to include it in everything we do. Like when children are with me, I serve them with the best pieces. I don't serve people with cheap and nasty aluminium foils and plastic and all that. It's not even difficult. You can go to thrift stores and you can get nice pieces to serve people, to accord them respect, regard, and show kind considerations. Elegance includes effective communication. And this communication includes visual and non-visual, verbal and non-verbal. So your body language is part of the communication. And really what you say is just 7%. The bulk of your communication is not spoken, is the action, is what we see. Your tone, of course, is about 38%. The rest is your communication. What are you saying when everything is out there? When you come on a lovely dining table and, at a dinner and throw your bag there and just mess the whole place up. And then you then start taking pictures. It's just crazy. I want to say we must promote elegance. I must stress the significance of creating an elegant environment. When you create an elegant environment, it reflects on you. You see, you will multiply at what you are creating. What you present is what comes to you. And so with an elegant department, an elegant environment, where you respect people and accord them dignity and honor, which you understand that you uphold for yourself because you uphold that for God, it is so clear that elegance will be with you. So to implement these, it would be nice to teach these in schools. So I do teach in schools, etiquette and, dignity and respect and all to young people. Summer camps, we do that. We have been teaching. And so I just want you to know that individuals, as people, as communities, we have to master elegance, which includes good manners, which you can't have if you lack dignity for yourself. You cannot give it out. And so we obtain these. That's why we teach the younger people, our children, to sit on tables, how to eat well, how to greet people, to be polite, etc. These are part of obtaining and upholding dignity. We extend the concept to our professional settings. When we get to your office, you appear to value yourself in the way you present yourself, how you dress, etc. So we navigate this grace of respect and commitment to dignity. We have to practice it everywhere. Even keeping your environment clean means you respect your environment. You can be throwing plates, dirty dishes, laundry everywhere without paying attention to creating time to arrange things. We like to encourage that we foster elegance in our community. We cannot allow ourselves to be losing our dignity in our time. We cannot be silent. I advocate that we commit to personal growth and refinement. So we're going to delve into the material on the book. We will go through it. If you finish this, you obtain elegance and you will reap the value of being elegant. There's a story of two people, their friends. They went for an interview at the same place. The most brilliant one went there carelessly, not dressed properly. He didn't get the job. the one that wasn't as brilliant, didn't have the quality of the degree the other one had, was well presented, and she got the job. She had the charisma. She was presenting herself dignified. They could trust her, and they employed her. And the other one had to fight to get employed. To enable the navigation of elegance and personal enrichment, we'll also be contributing it at large if we pursue it, if we make up our mind. So here, this episode is going to end. Let's embody elegance from within and witness its transformative influence and power, bringing us to impact our world, to bring our world into more stately order, where we have more respect and regard for one another, for ourselves. That's upholding elegance. Elegant deportment demands that we know and uphold dignity and respect for others. An elegant person must have dignity and regard and respect for others. It starts from them, so their heart can be corrupt. Like Pirandello told us, Luigi, that we need to make sure our heart is right. So we'll just end here. Let's work on ourselves. Let's continue to grow. Let's improve and stay elegant. Practice of Elegance episode today. Your presence is highly esteemed. If what we talked about today have struck a chord with you, take a moment to share this episode on your favorite social media platform. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you will always be the first to catch a new episode. Your support is crucial in spreading our message. Subscribing guarantees you won't miss any of our enlightening content. Clicking the like button signifies a strong connection we're building with you and your network. Your feedback assures us we're making a positive impact. Grab your copies of The Practice and Influence of Elegance, Volume 1 and Volume 2. These are books I authored and published. These are the materials that I will use for the episodes. We will delve into them and unpack them for our benefit. Many thanks to those who have read and reviewed the material. Your success stories are a true inspiration. Encourage others to get their own copies, exploring digital, paperback, or vibrant colored editions are all on Amazon. Reviews drive our progress. For further insights or questions related to the podcast, reach out to me at pastorjackie@gmail.com. That is Pastor Jackie, spelled PastorJackie@gmail.com. Coaching is available for both groups and individuals. You can reach out. You have any need, I'm here for you. We are on various social media platforms. You'll find us on Spotify, Apple, Google, Facebook, X, Instagram, and on your YouTube and on LinkedIn. And continue spreading the word about our journey on your social media platform. Much appreciated once again. I am Pastor Jackie Omotosho, your host, and I deeply appreciate your ongoing support. Let's carry the essence of elegance with us into the world. Until next time, stay elegant.